Dealing with and overcoming challenges. One of the things that we meet in teaching is that not everyone has a beautiful voice. What can we do? A lot of us sing off key. So do we give up? Do we say, so they'll just read their haftarah? No, I firmly believe that every person has an ability to sing. Some have beautiful voices, and some have wonderful voices, and some have voices from the heart and from the soul. And my job is to help each student reach their best potential. We can do it in lots of ways. If a student has a problem singing la, 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 I can use my hand to go la, la, la to show positions. Sometimes that helps, sometimes it doesn't help. I can put my hand on their shoulder as a next cue and apply more pressure as the tone gets lower. La, la, la. I can even stand up straight, la, collapse a bit, la, and bend my knees, la. And that way I can physically help the student feel how the tones go up and down. And it works every single time. Another problem that we come up against, another challenge, is reading difficulties. Some students because Hebrew isn't their native language, and some students because they have learning disabilities, or just because in first grade they were taught how to read with vowels, and then vowels aren't used the rest of their lives. So patience. Sometimes before I introduce a word to be sung, we may read the words. And I want the student to be able to read a word before I'm asking him or her to sing that word. It's much easier when they feel they have control. Sometimes with difficult, long, complicated words, I even take a pencil and I mark the syllables so that they know where the syllables are and how to sing it by syllable. Another problem that crops up with every student is confusion. Basically, a lot of the tropes sound the same. Some go up, some go down, some have an extra note, some have 3 extra notes. They're very similar to each other. So usually after the first sof pasuk, usually every student will experience some confusion. That's the time to stop, take a lesson to review, not to introduce a new trope at that point, and to understand that this is perfectly normal. It's not a problem that's unusual. It happens all the time. And to accept it and to know that the student, and to let the student know that they'll be able to overcome this and continue. The last problem I'd like to talk about is motivation. In the beginning, students are so motivated. Whenever we do something brand new, we're all motivated to start, and then at some point, we sort of collapse, and we have less interest, and we slack off a bit. And when this happens, we'll see that the student hasn't prepared the new material. The student comes and he or she doesn't know the new material. I talk to them about it. We're very frank. I'm very open. I'm very candid. I want the student to know that I'm on their side. I'm not against them. It's not a test. I'm not giving them a grade. I'm there to help them. And so we talk about the fact that they hadn't prepared and maybe and what the possible reasons are. If they come a second week and they still haven't prepared, then I have to think about whether I want to involve the parents. Usually I don't, because this is a process of becoming more mature, a process of taking more responsibility. It's a bar or bat mitzvah, and that's the purpose of a bar or bat mitzvah, to show maturity. There have been times when I have made a friendly, positive call to the parents to ask if is there a way they could help the student find more time to practice, to be more aware of their student practicing. So there are lots of things we can do to help our students.